And welcome to Blacktown International Sports Park. If you're just joining us, well, welcome back for the last grand final on what's been a massive day for AFL Sydney, their grand final day. And what a performance we've seen so far in the 4 grand finals. This is the last 4 today. It's been between the Penrith Rams. They are in the white colours with the green, and the Western Magic in the red and black, as they move it through the Western Magic. Yellow ball, of course, in play as we are now under lights and in the darkness here at Blacktown International Sports Park. John O'Farr and Molly Gray with you in commentary for this one. And, well, we've reached the 5th grand final on this day, and haven't we seen some stuff today on this massive day of footy?
It has been the biggest day ever. We have been here since 8 o'clock this morning, and we've seen some amazing games. We started off with the women. We worked our way through a couple of other games, and they were all really great. And I'm so excited to see what's going to happen with this game. Might be close, might not be. Who knows?
So the Western Magic try and push it through centre wing. Good performance here from the Rams, though. They're lifting nicely. They work it through the midfield. They just slow it down a little bit. Nice tap over the top. And they'll play it through that midfield section. So the free kick will go to the Rams. They'll just tap it away nicely, the Western Magic, I should say. They bring it through centre wing. Bring it through the midfield. Just tap it down towards full forward, and that forward 50 position comes back towards the Rams. They try and just hold up possession. Nicely worked through the middle for the Rams. Tapped over the top there nicely from Edwards. He'll kick it over on that far side, and eventually it'll find the boundary line and go out of bounds. So about 90 seconds deep into this grand final. Should be a good game between these two sides. Good sized crowd that's still stuck around here, which is a great win for AFL Sydney. It's been a very noisy day, but a very fun day with all the crowd participation right across the 4 grand finals so far, and now into the 5th as they swing it down towards centre half forward. But it's nicely marked there by the Western Rams. An interesting stat to come out of this game, of course, Leighton Core. He was the coach, or is the coach, of the Western Magic in the women's competition that we saw earlier in the piece. And, of course, they got the job done over the Wollongong Saints. And he's playing in this grand final for the Western Magic. They wear the same jumper. I was chatting to him before the game, and their little fella is wearing a Western Magic jersey. He's got the number 9 on the back. So both him and his wife, Courtney, they've got the number 9 jersey. So that's something that they share. So a rare double, Molly, in the grand final day. Maybe Leighton to win a premiership as a player, and he's won a premiership as a coach already.
Oh, I think, he's really lucky that he's able to share this with his wife, and it's great to see that he's also giving back to the women's game as well, because that's just as important. And they've also just had a baby only 12 weeks ago. So for the fact that they can both play in grand finals today and juggle this brand new little baby, I think it's incredible.
And I think you were saying earlier in the broadcast that she'd been back for, was it 7 weeks or something?
She's been back for 5 weeks already.
Yeah, 5 weeks. There you go. So that's just incredible. That turnaround is unbelievable. So
some women out there are just astounding after they have babies, and they just want to get back out there with their team and just get back into their own routines as well. And I think it's amazing.
So as the Magic just throw it through centre half forward there, just on the centre wing. Might be a slipperier surface now. Great work from the Rams. You can hear the roar of the crowd really getting behind Penrith now as they kick inside forward 50. Goes inside that zone. Nicely tapped away. Played at by the line. Goes towards goal, but it'll go wide for the Rams. And it was the 18 in Darren Hartney wearing the lime green headgear. And, of course, he kicks the first points of the grand final. So they go to Penrith. But there might be an opportunity here for more points. In fact, no, it'll come back. I thought for a moment there that the Western Magic were being penalised for staying too long in that goal square, but it'll come back for the Magic. Tap through off the carpet. This will be interesting. Waiting for the umpire's call. It's a goal. So the ball was towed through, as you could see. The Western Magic just picking up the numbers. Got a feeling it might have been the 21 in Josh Onassis that just got the right boot to it, and it's gone through for the first major of the day. So they now lead by 7 points, and well, in grand finals, Molly, just sometimes a win can come from just pure luck.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at all. But a goal is a goal. They've got 7 points on the board now, and that puts them ahead of the Western Magic. And that's all they need in this game, is they just got to get their momentum rolling, points on the board, and hopefully they can keep their lead for the remainder of this game.
So now the Rams will tap it away from the centre bounce. Western Magic looking to get themselves back into this contest. They kick it inside that forward 50 position. The temperature has dropped significantly here at Blacktown, as we thought it would, and the Rams try and clear it. Under lights here at the International Sports Park. This is the 5th grand final we've seen today. Magic pushing it inside that forward 50 position. Nice work, working it beautifully. Turns around, that's a good looking taunt, but it won't have the accuracy it needs. Certainly had the height, but the ball's gone through, and it'll miss the goals or even the behind, so out of bounds. So 7 points the margin, and what are we, 6 minutes played in this grand final here in this first term. So I hope you've enjoyed the coverage right across the day, and haven't we got a big weekend to come next weekend? 3 games on Saturday, 4 games on Sunday, so 7 games to come on the calendar. Myself, John O'Farr, Molly Gray and Ben Eisenhuth will join the team. So the 3 of us will be on a bit of a rotating roster to call those games, and a mixture of men's and women's grand finals. So another big weekend of footy comes next weekend, Molly.
I can't wait. I love finals time. I think it either brings out the best and the worst in people when they're out on the field, and it's always entertaining, to say the least. So it's going to be a really great weekend next weekend.
So we just get back to the play, and it looks like a boundary throw-in on that far side. Still plenty of crowd here at Blacktown, which has been wonderful to see. Comes through for the line, and the Magic just try and tap it off the carpet, but good pressure from the Rams just inside that centre half forward position for them. So 1 goal, 1. That is the lead. So 7 points to the Rams. A good torp inside forward 50. Coming for the mark, can't take it. Magic on the ball, gives it away to the Rams. Comes through nicely for the Western Magic. Tap through, just pushing off the carpet. Back and forth it comes. And it'll go the way of the Magic along the fullback line, but the Rams might get possession here. Unlucky to get away with it there in the push in the back stakes, but it'll be cleared there by the Western Magic. Nice clear from Travis Beard. He puts it down through centre wing. Now there's an opportunity here. Inbound it comes. They go through the middle. Taken high, but play on is the call. So it was the 3 and Daniel Hines that'll go laterally to midfield. And now Magic now push it through the centre. They go long and strong down towards forward 50. Tapped over the top. Played at by the Rams. They try and get the football. Western Magic, you can see them coming at them. Here they come, but the Rams, they go to ground. It'll go there, and the 26 in Matthew Laffin, he will go to ground, and the umpire will come in. So margin 7 points here in favour of the Rams, Molly, but the Magic, they're really holding their own here, in the early, 9 minutes of this grand final.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's still quite an even contest, and I'm loving the contact at the moment. There's just a lot of pressure being applied by both sides, and at the moment we can't really say who's playing better than the other side. I think they're pretty even, but it just so happens that the Rams are sitting that 7 points ahead of the Magic at the moment.
So the ball up to take place just inside the arc in that right pocket. Trying to push across, towering kick from the Magic. It's probably higher than it is longer, but the Magic try and tap it through, but nice work from the Rams to try and clear it, but the Magic is still coming. Good turnaround kick over the top there from Barkley. Barkley kicks it just inside the forward 50 position, but here come the Rams up the train tracks. They try and push it through the midfield. And they go forward. Nice tap through the line. Tapped across. And now it's worked through for the Magic. Tapped over beautifully. Swung through magnificently. Chance here for the Magic. Chance for a goal. And he bangs it through the big sticks. Daniel Hines gets the Magic on the scoreboard and back into this game. The Rams, they trail by 1. Superb stuff from the Western Magic.
Oh, that was amazing by them. Just the way that they shifted the ball between themselves. It was really great, and they just kept going. And it just goes to show that if you move the ball quickly and seamlessly, you'll be able to create some space to be able to get in, weave your way through, and then score those goals.
So now the Rams, they'll try and move it from the boundary line, but it's marked from the Western Magic. So they'll now take it forward. Good kick down towards centre half forward, and the Magic are starting to lift. And now, got a feeling it was Ethan Barkley that took that mark. I'll just confirm that in half a second. Yep, it was Barkley. So he'll have a chance now to really get the Magic the lead here. This will be very interesting to see what happens here. What can he do? He will move in. Puts it across, but it's just gone wide of the posts. So he's kicked it behind. So that's got us all level here. And okay, so the scoreboard's saying 7-1, but I've got a feeling there was a goal there to Western Magic. But anyway, we'll clear that up in just a moment, I'm sure. So the Magic now on the attack. So it comes through the line. And the Rams will just play it from centre half forward. Good kick inside forward 50. Good mark. Great mark. And it's been touched on the line, if you can believe it. Well, the Penrith Rams through Philip Orman, he caught it in that left pocket, but Molly, the Magic somehow touched the football in flight, and it's only gone through for a behind.
I'm trying to figure out how that happened because they were right there in front of the posts. All they had to do was just slow it down and kick the goal.
So it shows you the pressure of the grand final. So now the Western Magic is trying to, looks like they're trying to get the footy. So the umpire's got that. And now it'll ball up just outside the arc. So they'll push it to the line. Penrith coming through. Ball is made, but it'll go to the Penrith side. And they'll have an opportunity here to put some more points on the board. So this time it'll go to the 16 there in Orman. So he'll be able to redeem himself a little bit if he can pot this one through. And he does. So the Rams, they kick their second of the evening. And it's now 14-1. I know I've seen a lot of footy today, but I could have sworn the Magic kicked a goal earlier in the day. Anyway, the scoreboard says 14-1, so we'll go off that. I'm sure one of us is wrong, I'm sure. Possibly me with my fatigue, but anyway, we shall see. So we go back to the centre. And we'll call for another ball up. Just sort of favouring the Magic a little bit on that occasion. So tap through from the Rams. It's gone through the midfield. Now it's picked up by the Magic. That's clever stuff from them. They kick down towards centre half forward. Mark can't be contested. Now the Rams work their way through from that half back position down towards centre half forward. Nice work there from the Magic. They try and feed it now along centre wing. Kick it down towards centre half forward. Doesn't quite get there. Still on that wing. Now the Rams, some smart footy from them, but limited real estate. Slippery football. Just in the greasy conditions here at Blacktown. Kicks it down towards centre half forward. Nice tap through from the Rams. They need some possession here. Plays at the line. Now the Magic try and clear it. They go back and forth. Good tackle over the top from the Rams, but they'll miss and run out of room on that occasion. It was the 14 there, superbly over the top, that came through. In fact, it was the 44 in Cook. So, comes back for the Rams. They kick inside that forward 50 position. Just trying to work the clock nicely in their favour. We're about 15 minutes into this first term, so it's going at a frenetic pace, so almost at that quarter time break. And, well, the Rams look on top here, but the Western Magic, they're certainly showing that they've got the skills to come at the Rams here, haven't they, Mol?
Yeah, and they're putting a lot of pressure on them. The footy, there's a lot of fast footy going on here. It's intense, it's fun, it's like entertaining to watch, but, you know, there's just those little mistakes that come with it. And because it's later in the evening and it's a bit cooler, the footy's probably a little bit wet as well, same as the field. So it's a little bit messy, but it's damn entertaining.
So they come through the line, nicely played by the Western Magic. Hand pass over the top well. Now they're starting to build here. Good kick across the field. Chance here, they need a fortuitous bounce, the Magic. Steps and some fancy footwork. Puts on the toe, puts on the strike. Can't put on the goal, unfortunately, the Magic. And it'll go the way of the Rams. So it was strong work there from the number 10 for the Western Magic in Andrew Polkinghorn. And the play will go back in field there to the Rams. So they'll kick along centre wing over on that far side. Just tapped away. The Magic trying their best to get in this contest. They're doing pretty well here. The Rams starting to lift a little bit. They push it through the line and, well, it'll go out of bounds on that far side. So the play to take place here. Plays it in the line. Tapped across the line. Nicely played. Western Magic trying their best to clear it. Nice work from that centre wing position down to centre half forward. The outer wing, they have it now. Bring it forward, the Western Magic. And now they'll get the free kick. They'll go from about 65 out. They'll kick inside forward 50. It's a good mark there. And that goes to the number 18 there in Jack Schwartz. So Schwartz has this one to try and get the first major on the board for the Magic. So about 18 minutes gone in this first term. You'd think pretty close to quarter time. This will really bring things back into it for the Western Magic. Moves in from about 45 out. Good torp on its way. Looks good, looks great. And it's there. So the first major of the evening goes to the Magic. And now they trail by 7. So that goal was probably on its way for a little while there, Molly. They just built some nice pressure inside that forward 50.
Yeah, they've been putting a lot of pressure on the Rams over the last couple of minutes and been really building, and they definitely deserved that. Deserve that goal, that's for sure.
We'll come back to the centre square for the retap. Very close to that quarter time break. Hope you're enjoying the action of grand final day in the AFL Sydney competition. 5 games today. It's been a busy day for football, but a very fun one. As Penrith try and tap it over the top, try and get it clear from that centre position. Western Magic coming at the footy. Good hustling work there from the Magic, especially the 41 in McMullen. McMullen tries to contest for the footy. Now comes at it again. Bit of a barge. Penrith put the kick in, but the smother is strong from the Magic. Tapped over the top. Rams have the numbers. Strong possession of footy. Working their way through. Nice forward 50 position. Under pressure now. Good work off the top. Bangs it off the carpet. High, long. Has it got the height? Has it got the length? The Raw would suggest. And it's a goal to the Rams. And a number 1 in Mitch Stevens. So they now kick their third of the evening. And they lead by 13. Well, what a game of swings and roundabouts, Molly, between these two sides.
Yeah, it definitely is, isn't it? That was a great goal there, though, by the Rams. Just the way that they really worked the Magic in defence, and they were just able to move the ball in between each other and just get around them. And then that high kick over the top, loved it. That was amazing.
So we go back to the centre bounce. 13 points the margin in favour of the Rams. Play underway now. Pushed it through. Nicely worked for all the Rams. They try and just push it to that centre half forward position, but the Rams try and move it, and the ball will go to ground. So it was nice hustle there for the Rams and the 18 in Hartney. Ball up will take place. I think quarter time is not too far away. The Magic now trying to clear it through midfield. Over towards the outer wing. Picked up nicely. Tapped through for the Rams. And the ball will go to ground. So another ball up will take place. And it'll be a free kick, in fact, to the Magic. They'll kick across the midfield. Just tapped away. Nicely worked from the Magic. Now swings it inside forward 50. Couldn't take the mark. A little bit low probably for the tall man. Comes back through the middle. Good talk towards forward 50. They'll probably have too much toe on it. Goes back there for the Rams. And the 48 will take it for the Rams. And that siren signifies quarter time. Well, pretty entertaining first term between the Rams and the Magic. The Rams, they lead it by 13 points. We'll take a break. On the other side, all the action of the second term. Welcome back to Blacktown International Sports Park. Pretty good grand final going on here between the Magic and the Rams. It's the Rams by 13 points. And this is the start of the second term as the Rams, they try and work it through midfield. But look at the Magic now. They've got possession and they try and take it over on that outer wing. Barkley does his best to try and get the football. Now it comes back for the Rams. They kick it inside that forward 50 position, but they run out of room a little bit there. Over towards the arc, and Mitch Stevens in the number 1 jumper just sees the Sharon go over the boundary line. John O'Farr, Molly Gray, your callers in this grand final and right across the day. 13 points is the margin in favour of the Rams. Are the Magic, are they gone? Is it too early to call it, or have they got an opportunity to get themselves in this?
Nope, they're good. They're good. I reckon they're fine. They had a really great first quarter. It was just that the Rams were able to put a couple of extra points ahead of them. But I think realistically, when you look at it, they were both on par when it comes to performance out there. So I think the Magic are still in this game, but they really do need to start getting some more points on the board. And that's just about, you know, taking your time when you're in front of the post and not rushing it, not trying to push the goal.
Well, they've kicked it behind there, so that'll go to 21 now, the Rams. So that margin now 14 points. Goes over towards that half-back position. The Rams now under some pressure. Good smother from the Magic. Picked up nicely there by them. They try and work it through the centre wing position. Now they bring it back through Barkley. Picked up beautifully there by the Rams. They'll swing it through Devlin. And it'll come back. It'll be a free kick, I think you'll find. And it's play on. So that's taken place. And now umpires will probably wait a little bit longer, but I reckon they'll come in and call a ball up. So 3 grand finals next Saturday. Hope you can join us for those. And, of course, Sunday, another 4 grand finals. So if you love your footy, we've got a smorgasbord for you next weekend. And myself, John O'Farr, Molly Gray and Ben Eisenhuth to take you through all the action, plus a couple of special guests in the commentary box to join us across that weekend as well. So we hope you can join us for that coverage, and we hope you've enjoyed today's games. We've seen some spectacular games, a blowout, a close one, or 2 close ones really, and of course it's yet to be decided in this grand final, so which way that'll go. But a good way to finish the day between the Rams and the Magic. Of course, Leighton Core, the number 9 for the Magic, looking to do the unique double in footy. I was having a look earlier, and I can't remember a coach and a player winning a premiership on the same day. I know plenty of coaches and players have won premierships, but certainly at different times. Lee Matthews for the Hawks, Rodney Eade for different players. But look, it's very interesting that a coach and a player can win a premiership on the same day.
And their husband and wife.
Yeah.
So add that to it. That's even better.
Oh, that's a difficult drive home if one has the medal. Oh, Courtney picked it up earlier with a win over Wollongong. The Magic go down here. Oh, it's a long way home.
Do you rub the win in their face, or do you just not talk about the fact that you won and they didn't?
If you're the man, absolutely not. So they play it now, the Rams, closely to the line. You thought I was going to go the other way there, didn't you?
I don't know. I don't know what way you're going to go then.
I don't know myself some days.
It's been a long day.
So, boundary throwing to take place over on the far side. And the kick is a good one. Just along centre wing there. Players, as you can see, jostling for the positions, but the Sharon goes out of bounds. So 14 points the margin here. 4 minutes into this second term. Pretty good game of footy here. It's sort of going at a little trickle pace at the moment, this grand final, but you'd expect it to pick up as we get closer to that half-time break, and certainly in the three-quarter time break. Looks like a change coming up here for the Western Magic. Kent Weir will come on. I wonder if that's any relation to Ashley Weir, who played earlier in the day and ironically in that same number 5. So we might have 2 husband and wife combinations in this game here today, which will be very interesting.
Well, there were some twins out there today as well in the girls' game, so it's been a very interesting day for players.
Shows you how small the world of footy really is as they kick it down towards centre half forward. Nice mark from the Magic. They're at half-back position now in that defensive role. Try and kick it across field. They'll need an uncontested mark here, and they get it. So they move it nicely, but just can't control it there. The Rams now well and truly in control. Kicks it inside forward 50. That's really the experience of the Rams coming through on that occasion. And now the 38 for the Rams in Jaden Stevens has this opportunity from just inside 30 metres to put the Rams a little further in front and try and kick their 4th major of the afternoon. On its way, looks good. Oh, geez, it was just marked on the line. Oh, by a Penrith Ram too. So I reckon it had enough toe to get there, but, well, the 16 in Ormond, geez, he better get this. Otherwise, Stevens will be filthy with him for a month. The Rams. Oh, he's got it. Oh. The heart goes back in Ormond's body. Oh, jeez. There would have been some infighting if he'd missed that, Molly.
I would be surprised if he missed that. He caught that right in front of the line. So, he had every opportunity there to get that through. And that's exactly what he did, which has now put the Rams at 27 while the Western Magic trail at 7 points.
Yeah. So 20 points the margin now. And what are we, 6.5 into this second term. So starting to just gallop away here a little bit, the Rams. Magic looking to do the unique double here to win both the women's and men's grand finals. And of course, Leighton Core and Kent Weir to do the husband and wife double on grand final day. Of course, it's a little bit more special for Leighton as he is the coach of the Western Magic. But it's been a big day for the Weir family. So it's tapped away through from that centre squaring. And plays, you can see, battling for the footy. There's Leighton Core in the number 9 jumper for the Magic. Played his role as the coach earlier today. Can he do the double as the player? Comes through. Magic trying to work it nicely. Rams working it through the middle. Good hustle from them. They've got some space here now, but the Magic, they've got some possession towards centre half forward. They're trying to get the footy inside that forward 50 possession. Comes through. Nice hustle there from the Magic. Oh, geez, there was a heavy collision there from the Penrith Rams. Not sure of the number, but geez, I hope this young bloke's in a okay, because geez, that was a heavy knock, Molly.
Oh, that was heavy. But you know what? I think that was probably an accident, though. It's not like he went in intentionally to hurt him, but he looked like he's been knocked for 6.
Yeah, it was the number 2 there for the Rams. And he seems to be okay. Is he okay? Oh no, he's coming off the field, so yeah, so he looks okay, but he's, so now the Rams will have this attempt, and they'll go from about 55. It's not going to have the accuracy, it'll just have the distance, but it's missed everything. And the Penrith Rams there through 27 in Cummins has missed there. So the margin stays at 20 as the Rams now have possession inside that forward 50. Nice turn around. Good looking Torp. Has it got the height? Ooh. Has it gone over? No, it hasn't. So that's interesting. Thought it might have gone even through for a behind, but not to be. Now a turnaround kick inside that forward 50, but the Magic are strong there. And now they'll look for something. Just a tap at that fullback position. So they move from down back inside the goal square. Kick along towards half back. Nice work here from the Magic. Smart work back in field. Nicely played back. The Magic need to move it upfield here. Good little kick along centre wing. That was clever stuff from the Magic. Comes back for the Rams. Now they try and work it through the centre wing position, trying to get it down to centre half forward. Good kick, but it was smothered there from the Magic. Comes back for the Rams. They have another shot at it. Goes down towards centre half forward, but it can't be marked over on the far side there. And Cummins, he got a tap to it. It's gone out of bounds. And the boundary throw-in will take place. I reckon it's just outside the arc over on that far outer wing. Comes back for the Rams. Nice little hustle there from the Western Magic. They come through. Comes forward for the line. The umpire might call it back here. Goes down towards the forward 50 in that left pocket. The ghost corner here at Blacktown. Goes down towards John Hobby, who will see it go out of bounds. So boundary throw in. Darkness has fallen here at Blacktown. The lights are well and truly alive, and we've got a great game of footy. Hope you're enjoying it. John O'Farr and Molly Gray, your commentators for today in this game. Comes through. Nicely worked there from the Western Magic. They're trying to look for a possession of play, but as you can see, they're wrapped up. So the Rams, I mean, they're getting forward 50 pressure here, but the Western Magic, they're really preventing them from scoring any opportunities, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. They are putting a lot of pressure on in defence, and the Magic haven't seen the ball down their end for a little while, and they just haven't had enough ball in hand. But, I mean, even though they haven't had that, they are defending like absolute champions. So they're really putting the pressure on the Rams now. So let's see if they can get the ball in hand just like they have now, and they're making their way down the field.
Yeah, zipping along centre wing. It's a good clearing kick there. And it goes down towards forward 50, but the contest is on for the footy. Started really nicely there from the 6 there in Josh Mann. And now it'll be a ball up just inside that forward 50, as you can see. Comes back along the line. That's smart work there from the Western Magic, and a 28 in Josh Jordan Rennie. But it's gone out of bounds. I thought he might have kept it in for half a second, but clearly it's gone out because the boundary throw-in has taken place. The Rams try and clear it. Nicely worked off the carpet, off the deck towards forward 50, but the Rams' numbers are stronger from the Magic. Barkley tries his best to get in there. He rips it loose. Can't do much with it, unfortunately. And again, the umpire will step in. So we've seen a high number of ball ups right across the day. Comes back along the line. Magic try and play it. Core trying his best to play coverage. And it goes over. It looks like a free kick will go to the Penrith Rams. And they kick it over towards the centre wing position. And the ball will just trickle over the boundary line. So Michael Robertson, the last player to watch the ball go over the boundary line. Margin still 20 points, and we're about 13 minutes deep into this second term, first half. The final grand final for today. It's been a busy day, but a fun one. Hope you've enjoyed it. 5 games right across the day, and we've got 3 on Saturday, 4 on Sunday as the Magic work inside forward 50. They're the schedule for next week. You can head online, www.sydneyafl.com, for all your details for the scheduling information, all that you need for the big day as they come in bound. And of course, I think it was a $10 admission fee here at Blacktown. I could be wrong about that, so just double check that, but I'm sure the details will be all right on sydneyafl.com, that website. That'll give you all the information that you'll need for the weekend's fixtures next week, and that's through for a goal. So brilliant work, and the Western Magic respond well with a goal. So that brings the margin just in a fraction. And that was pretty impressive play from the Western Magic, Molly. It really started out of absolutely nothing, but it's good to see them turn it into something.
Yeah, it just goes to show that they're consistent and they're just going to keep applying that pressure to the Rams while they're in that attacking play. That was really great by them as well, especially because we've only got just over 5 minutes left remaining in the second quarter, and they really needed to get some points on the board.
Ash Moller, the goal scorer on that occasion. The Magic bring it inside that centre half forward position. Nicely worked around, smart footwork, but great defence there from the Rams. They'll try and stop it. Good kick across the field. Goes into that centre wing position. Nicely played by the Rams. Tapped away beautifully. Push through. Magic are working hard to keep the Sherrin in their possession. She's a bit of a bump and a push there from Rennie. And now it's on. And now there's a bit more stink going on to the boundary line. Well, we saw this earlier. And unfortunately, it's carried on. So frustration just starting to come. Sort of really started from the Western Magic in Jordan Rennie, but it's good to see it's been squashed as the Rams push it through the midfield. Picked up off the carpet by the Rams. Nicely worked, but the numbers, as you can see, are strong for the Penrith side. They move it towards centre half forward. But the umpire steps in and will give the free kick to Western Magic. 14 points the margin in favour of the Rams. And we are about 16 gone in this second term of this grand final. And it's over on that far side, as you can see. Jostling for a position for the ball there. Geez, it's been an interesting game, this grand final, Molly. This second term, it's hard to really tell who's been the better side.
Yeah, I agree. I think both sides, in their own ways, have been dominant throughout different phases of both quarters. So, I mean, both teams are still in this for the win. Rams are ahead, which is obviously in their favour. But, you know, I think that if Western Magic want this enough, they're going to be able to put some points on the board. They just have to work hard for it.
So they push it through the line, and the Rams have got possession here. They're working inside forward 50. Again, that chance goes wide for the Rams. So Braden Wilson on that occasion sweeps it wide. It misses everything, and there'll be a boundary throw in adjacent to the post. So 14 points the margin. You'd think a couple of minutes away from half time, which will be the main break. But stay with us because we've got an exciting 2 final terms to come. Work through for the Magic. They've got a bit of space here from that half-back position. They need something big. Barkley tried to get it, but the one-on-one contest unfortunately doesn't go the way because the troops and the cavalry come for the Rams. They swing it towards centre wing, and now they try and push it through midfield. Push it nicely down towards centre half forward inside that right pocket. The ghost corner here at Blacktown International Sports Park. Comes back. The Western Magic will have possession. They'll tap it through the line. Goes over the top. Nice half volley pickup. Starting to have some nice connectivity here, the Magic. Goes down towards the midfield. Can't take it, Barkley. Comes back for the Rams. They throw it through the midfield and bring it down towards centre half forward, just inside the arc. Smart work from the Penrith Rams. The kick is high. It is long. It goes down towards the hot spot. Picked up off the turf. Tapped on the line. Ooh, that might have been a centimetre in it. And Anassis is the man that has gone through. So it is a behind. So 15 points now the margin. Geez, it's really back and forth and tight footy here, Molly.
Yeah, it is. And that's what you want to see, though, from the Western Magic. You want to see them defend all the way until the end there. I mean, he could have slacked off a little bit, and we are in the late minutes of the second quarter, but he didn't. He just kept going, and he just wanted to make sure that they only got the 1 point instead of the 6.
So the forward 50 possession will change significantly here because the Magic will kick it down towards centre half forward. They'll try and work it nicely. Some good work off the carpet there. It needs to go to some open space. Now look at this, turning in field. And now the Rams have possession, and they'll put a clearing kick down back from half back down towards centre wing. Magic trying to get the football. Good work, smart work from the Magic. Putting the body on the line. There's a bit of push and shove, but that won't end in much. And maybe a little bit of frustration there from the Rams. I'm not sure why, but as Molly said, you've got to leave the ego at the door when you come to grand final time. Now it works through for the Magic. Slotted forward towards forward 50. Comes up. Anyone's ball. And now the Rams have got it and they'll clear it from half back. Now they try and work it along the outer wing. Some smart stuff here from the Rams through midfield. They push it down towards centre half forward. Good uncontested mark there. Nice towering kick on its way. Has it got the accuracy? No, it doesn't. Smart footy off the carpet. Brilliant footy from the Rams. Oh, that's superb. Absolutely superb. And it's the 21 for the Rams, I should say, in Josh Anassis. And a delicious goal for the Rams. Breaks the deadlock.
How fantastic was that? They got the ball all the way up the other end and just worked it down easily as well. There was nothing in their way. They were just able to get that goal so easily, which puts them even further ahead of the Western Magic and closer to winning the grand final.
So 34-13. Just over a tick over 20 minutes, so we've got to be close to that half-time siren. We'll come back to the middle. So the Western Magic, they'll need to lift here a little bit in these third term. The Western Magic, the women's side, they certainly did. And the siren sounds, unfortunately. So that's half-time, but we've got a great final 2 terms to come. It's the Western Magic trailing. The Rams are leading 5-4-34, plays 2-1-13. We'll take the big break here at half-time here at Blacktown. We've got 2 big quarters to come. Will the Rams keep rolling on and continue this dominance, or will the Magic bring that almighty comeback and give the Core family double medals here on Grand Final Day? Find out on the other side of the break. Well, Well, welcome back to Blacktown International Sports Park. And it's a great contest between the Magic and the Rams here. The Rams, they look a little dominant at the moment, but I reckon the Magic have still got some quality in them in this term. Let's see if they can turn it around. The ball goes down towards centre half forward, inside forward 50, and a nice mark there to start things. Good kick inside forward 50, down towards the goal square. The numbers are stronger though, unfortunately, for the Rams, and they just tap it along the ground. Good slot along towards centre wing. Just brings it through the midfield. The Rams nicely move it. Some good forward 50 pressure here. Taps it from the Rams. They work it nicely through the midfield, and it's picked up well over on that far side. Handball across nicely into that outer wing. Down towards the forward 50 position, but a good one-on-one battle. Magic try and get the contest, but looks as though the number 20 there for the Magic in John Hobby might have been under some pressure there, and he just knocks it dead. So ball goes out of bounds. Boundary throw-in to take place. And comes through for the Rams. And now the Magic try and get that football away. Nicely tapped through. Comes down towards the centre wing position. The Rams just trying to battle for that contest. Interesting to see how the Magic respond to this. Margin just starting to get away from them a little bit. 21 points the margin. Only 90 seconds gone in this quarter. What do the Magic have to do here, Molly, to get themselves into this contest?
I think they just have to interject themselves into attack and make sure that when they get the ball that they can hold on to it. And hopefully they can do that here now that they've got the ball back in their possession.
So now the Magic try and work it along centre wing. Smart stuff from Barkley. He puts it through the middle, and it's an uncontested mark taken there. Now they kick the ball inside the forward 50, but it might just evade them, and it does. The Rams trying to get it, but good pressure over the top there from the Magic there. Good hustle there from Aaron Savage, the 13. And the ball will go out of bounds. So now players jostling for position. And the Magic just try and get it. Goes down towards the Rams, and they try to battle it on centre wing. Good kick down the line. Just trying to get the battle of position. Smart work from the Rams, and it looks as though it's the Rams to take it up forward. It's kicked inside that forward 50 position. Hustle there for the Rams, but good work from the Magic under enormous pressure. And they'll try and clear it along centre wing, and they do so well. Tapped over the top, now played at by the Magic. Pushed it across nicely, still in that centre wing position. Need a good clearance, that's a good torp. Through down towards centre half forward. Will the mark be paid? No, play on is the call. Goes along, socketed off the ground beautifully. Now the Magic starting to connect wonderfully here. They move it inside that centre half forward position. Kick inside forward 50. Brilliant mark there. Got a feeling it's Barkley that's taken it. And he has, so this will be interesting to see if he can convert here, Molly.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is what they need. They need to get some points on the board early so they can start to compete a little bit more with the Penrith Rams.
So now Barkley to try and convert this opportunity for the Magic. Looking to get themselves back in this contest. Kick their third goal of the game. Moves in, Barkley strikes it. He's got it. Listen to that roar from the Magic fans. And Barkley adds the extras. Nice work from Ethan Barkley in the number 1 jumper wearing the long sleeves. And now the margin goes to that 15 points. So maybe, Molly, this is the premiership quarter for the Magic, just like it was for the women's side much earlier today.
Yeah, well, we found that in the third quarter, that's where you really start to see one team streak away from the other when it comes to how far ahead they can get on the board with their points. But if Magic can bring it back and if they can start to get some more points for themselves, I mean, who knows where this game's going to go.
So you can hear the chants from the Magic fans. They are well and truly behind their team, and I'm sure the Penrith Rams supporters will be behind their side. You can hear some of the G's and noise coming from the stands below us. Now it's played nicely through the midfield for the Rams. Good size kick inside that forward 50 position. And a strong mark is taken. Ooh, not paid. Interesting call. Nice kick. Brilliant result for the Penrith Rams. Well, the mark wasn't paid. It was play on. They all went with it. And Philip Orman kicks a beautiful goal for Penrith, which gets them back to that 21-point margin. Jeez, it can really change in the blink of an eye in a grand final, can't it, Molly?
Yeah, it really can, and it just goes to show the momentum of the game changes from one team to the other, and it's been doing that the entire time.
So we go back to the centre for the restart. 6 minutes gone in this third term. Will it be the premiership quarter for one of these sides? The Magic coming and the Rams coming back. And they still lead it by 21, but it'd be interesting to see if they can hold on to this lead and for how long as the Magic try and get possession, but now the Rams work it through centre field. Just bring it down towards that forward 50 position inside the arc. Trying to work nicely there, the Rams, tapping it across on the carpet. Good swing and turn, turning back inside, and a good mark over the top. Just tries to get it. Oh, he might have kicked this. He has. Just superb from the Rams. Well, Orman was special, but brilliant hands close to goal. And the Rams have responded with probably a better goal on that occasion. And it's gone to the number 27 in Tim Cummins. So, geez, they're certainly taking full advantage of their opportunities in this grand final, aren't they, the Rams, Molly?
Absolutely, and they're really starting to creep away from the Western Magic now in this third quarter, and that's what we said. This is the quarter where that is going to potentially happen, and it looks like it is happening for Penrith Rams.
So the restart to take place in a matter of moments. Yeah, as Molly said, it's starting to gallop away a little bit here for the Magic. We go back, so almost that halfway mark of the third term here in the last grand final for the day. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage. And the ball is played through the centre wing. Played nicely from the Rams. A good clearing kick there from McNamara. Pushes it inside that forward 50 position. Good hustle just inside that centre half forward position. Tapped away by the Magic. They try and work it nicely through that half-back position for them. And the ball looks as though it'll go to ground. The umpire will come in and clear that situation, and there'll be a ball up in just a moment. Umpire's just working out where the players need to be. They've all worked that out, and play on continues. Tap through for the Rams. Smack through inside forward 50. Hand pass was not a bad one. Pushed away to the line. So the Magic, they kick inside forward 50. Might have been a Falcon on that occasion. Played at it by the Magic. And they go to ground now. So hustling for the ball, but you can see the Rams really getting tenacious with that footy. And we'll get a ball up almost on that centre square area. Comes through the middle. McNamara trying his best to work it nicely for the Rams. And again, the ball up to take place. Tap through from the Western Magic. Nicely cleared away off the carpet. Goes through. Mark is taken. Picked up down towards forward 50. Can't be taken as the mark. And the Rams have got numbers. But there might have been a push in the back, and it's gone to the Western Magic. So now they have an opportunity here And Isaac Heath has this opportunity for the Western Magic. He'll try and find his position in that 50. Should kick it from here. On its way. Ooh, he's missed it. Crucial miss. Crucial miss there for the Magic. 26 points, I should say, the margin. About midway through this third term. So the Rams, Molly, they're doing enough to hold on to this lead at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, they absolutely are. And it's just little mistakes like that that the Magic just cannot afford. They can't afford to make these mistakes, and especially right in front of the post as well.
So played at it by the Rams. They try and move it now. The Western Magic just swinging it along from half-back position. Trying to go along the boundary line. Oh, geez, that's great hustle. Great hustle there from the Rams. It's the number 44 in Luke Cook that took the player out of bounds. That roar certainly told you the force of that hit. And players just trying to get possession. Smother is on. Rams try and move it inside that arc position. Comes back for the Magic. Now look at the space, what they've got through midfield. Down towards centre half forward. Tried to mark there. Comes back away for the Rams. They kick it through midfield. Nicely worked through that midfield area. Almost down towards centre half forward on the outer wing. Now look at the Magic working through. They've got some space. Needs a good bounce. Can't quite get it there. Nicely worked at it beautifully for the Magic. Unfortunately, the bounce didn't favour them. Comes back for the Rams now. And they will try and play it inbound. Just firing it through centre wing. Coming at the line. Now looking for some sort of possession. Rams have the footy. Good clearing kick from McNamara down towards forward 50. Pick up and the bounce was nice. Now they look high. They look strong, but the kick is wide. Unfortunately there for the 16 for the Rams in Orman. But he positioned himself pretty well, Molly, but unfortunately just sort of sprayed it to the left-hand side and he's gone for the behind.
Yeah, he did. And that really great clearing kick from the midfield into the arc, that was really great. But it was just that wide ball that really just didn't get through the centre of the sticks where he wanted it to go. And that's all right, though. They're still sitting ahead of the Western Magic, so they're still safe in this third quarter.
So the play over on that far side, Orman's taken the mark over towards the boundary line. And now has a kick from a difficult angle. Philip Orman looking for another goal here in this grand final. Try and put it out to 33 points. But he sprayed it wide and it's gone through for a behind. It's gone across the face of goal. And unfortunately, just the behind there for the Rams, so 28 points the margin now. And about 13 and a half gone in this third term. So, of course, 1 quarter to go. Just played at the line nicely there by... Oh, that might be a deliberate, I think you'll find. Yeah, called a deliberate. So, an interesting choice there for the Magic. It was kicked clear and then out of bounds to Hamish Lilliot as it comes back for the Rams, and that's a nice looking torp down towards that forward 50 position. The Magic are there and they've got the numbers and they'll take the mark at half back. Trying to kick down towards centre wing, they do. Come flying through. The Rams have got some possession there. Trying to tap the football loose. Comes away nicely. Played at it by the Magic. Now they swing it around the body. Good kick down towards centre wing. Just trapping the player, trying to get inbound. Now the Rams, they work it through the midfield and they take it towards centre half forward. Superb mark there for the Rams on that occasion. And now they will look for an opportunity. High, long, has it got the legs? Oh! Has it? Yes, it has! Unbelievable! Mitchell Stevens. Oh, that ball took more twists and turns than your favourite soap opera. What about that from the Rams?
Oh, that was so good from the Rams. And it all came from the middle there when there wasn't that much traffic in defence in front of them in the midfield. And they were able to just get that ball into the arc. And it just went straight through. And this is what we want to see now. They're starting to really fly past and get away from the Magic on the board. And it looks like they may be in with a clear shot to take out the grand final.
So that has really lifted them, hasn't it? Mitchell Stevens, you thought for a moment that it had gone wide, but then it just took a little turn to the right-hand side, and I reckon there would have been a coat of paint in it. But it's enough, and the Magic now play it. So it comes back for the Magic. They kick it inside forward 50. Goes down towards Core. Core will play it at the line. And now the mark has been taken, so the Magic will have a chance here. And now they will play it at the line. It'll be the number 10 for the Magic in Polkinghorne. And he has this chance inside the 50. You can see him, he's just a little bit off centre. Try and bring it back, obviously. Good looking kick. He's got it. So Polkinghorne puts a goal, a much needed one. It makes the scoreboard look a little bit more respectable. But the Magic, they're going to have to do a little bit more than that to get themselves back in this contest, Molly.
Oh, they've got a lot of hard work ahead of them in the final minutes of this third quarter and going into the fourth quarter as well. So they've really got to start to hustle if they want to get some more points on that board.
So now we go back to the middle for the restart. So two pretty good goals. One from Stevens, one from Polkinghorne for both the Rams and the Magic in this grand final. And 28 points is the margin. So they come along the line, the Rams. They try and swing it through that centre half forward position, but it's taken there by the Rams. And now the Magic will try and clear it. Nicely tapped over on that far side as Core has the footy in his hand and he swings it along the boundary line, but it just runs out of room, unfortunately. So the boundary throw in to take place over on that far side. And now the Magic will try and clear it. They need something special here in this third term. Is there still time? We've got about 18 played in this third term. Goes over the top and just marked over on that far side nicely there by the Rams. So they'll look for an opportunity from that centre half forward position. Good kick over the top. Chance here now for the Magic to try and clear it. Under a bit of pressure. They'll try and kick towards centre half forward, but they can't quite get it there. The Rams working nicely inside forward 50. Good tap over the top there from the Magic. Played out nicely. Punch through. The Magic trying to get numbers there, but here come the Rams. They try and just soccer it off the ground, the Magic. Working hard to get the ball clear. Nice kick from that half-back position. It's a high towering kick, but it's marked there nicely. And they'll spread it over on the far side. They'll go down towards midfield. Picked up nicely through the middle. Good kick along down towards that forward 50 position, but nicely marked by the Rams. And they'll take it up the middle. So they'll kick it inside from half back to almost centre half forward, but a superb mark taken at the back there for the Magic. And the 16 there in Travis Beard. They'll kick it over towards centre half forward. Now looking a bit better here. So the Magic kick inside forward 50. They fly high. Great mark from Barkley. Under enormous pressure, Molly. Not sure how he got the footy, but he did.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was just the way that they made their way down the field there. And with getting all of those marks, it's really put them in a good position to be able to get right, to be able to score this goal.
So Barkley's been one of the stars for the Magic in this game. And now he has this chance from right in front. And I reckon about 25 or 30 out. Moves in. Ethan Barkley, kick is on its way. Yes, he's got it. So it's there through for an important goal. And now it's really starting to get interesting for the Magic. Just over that 20-minute mark for three-quarter time, so you'd think the siren will go pretty shortly. 22 points the margin in favour of the Rams in this contest. So I hope you're enjoying the coverage across the day. And what a performance it's been from all the sides in the 4 grand finals that we've called today. A couple of blowouts, a couple of tight ones. And this one to finish off, which has been a really entertaining game of footy that could really go either way. The Magic now push it inside forward 50. Barkley's going after it. The Magic tapped over nicely. Oh, Barkley almost got it again. Could have been the hero, and is. Well, was pushed out of the contest there, Molly. So now Ethan Barkley will have a chance in the number 1 jumper.
It just comes down to that discipline around in that arc, doesn't it? You just can't afford to give away mistakes like that and just give the ball straight to the other side. And he goes straight through the sticks and puts another 6 on the board just before half-time.
So Barkley kicks it out onto Easton Road. And now, well, look at that, 54 to 38. 16 points the margin. 22 gone in this third term, 1 quarter to go in this grand final. It's been a long day here at the footy. Wonderful day. It started at 9 a.m. if you can believe it. And it's been a great start. This is the 5th grand final on the day. So it's now tapped from the restart. Goes there. And McNamara pushed out of the contest. It'll go to the Magic. Well, this is a big opportunity for them. Can they score with this chance? Goes down towards nicely. Tapped over the top there by the Magic. Got some space. Socketed off the ground down towards Barkley. He'll try and work hard there. Works for the contest. Unlucky not to get the push in the back there, but he was tackled fairly in the end in hindsight, and it'll go out of bounds. Geez, it'll be interesting if they can kick one more goal before quarter time, 3/4 time. That'll put the margin to 10. And now it's tapped over the top there by the Magic. Played at the line, pushed it through, socketed off the ground. And the Rams just battling for the contest there, but seems as though the umpires just decided to come in and they'll ball up. So it comes across the line. And the ball's gone to ground. Umpire again will come in and ball up. Be interesting to see the stat count on the ball ups today here at Blacktown. There would have been a few, especially in this term. It's the Magic. Nice high kick. Go down towards centre half forward. Can't be marked by the Magic, but the Rams try and get it through. Nicely worked. Just over the top, the Magic go. Good clearing kick from the Rams. That'll put it down towards centre wing, but the Magic pick up with it with an uncontested mark. They go from centre wing. Kick inside, almost to that midfield area. Comes across nicely for the Magic under enormous pressure. And the ball's gone to the Magic. There was a bit of unnecessary hands in the play the ball there. And it'll be Lelliot that kicks it inside the forward 50, but it'll come back. So I've got a feeling the siren must have gone. So I didn't hear it myself, but anyway, that's okay. Play on. So 3/4 time here at Blacktown International Sports Park. Pretty good game of footy and contest here. 8-6-54 to 6-2-38. We've got a good game of footy on our hands here. 16 points to margin leading into the final break. We'll take a short one, and on the other side, all the action of the final term. Will the Magic bounce back and give that unique double for the Core family, or will the Rams keep galloping on and pick up their premiership in 2018? Find out on the other side of the break. And welcome back to Blacktown International Sports Park. Final term in this grand final between the Magic and the Rams. Will the Rams hold on? They currently lead by 16 points, or will the Magic have a bit of an upset and go the double on grand final day? Of course, their women's side earlier in the day, you might remember, or if you don't know that result, they picked up the win over the Wollongong Saints. And of course, Courtney Core was part of that win for the Western Magic. And her hubby, Leighton Core, is in the side for the Magic. So will they do the double? We'll find out when the siren sounds at the end of this term. We're underway. Final term in this grand final, and it goes the way of the Rams. So they'll play it from that centre position. John O'Farr and Molly Gray, your callers for today's game. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage right across the day. And I hope your focus has been more on the game than what we've been saying here in the broadcast box. Goes down towards that centre half forward position. And now the Rams try and work it at half back down towards centre wing. Plays it nicely towards the boundary line, but they just run out of room there, unfortunately, the Magic, and it'll be Polkinghorne that goes over the boundary line. So the boundary throw in to take place. Who's going to win it in this grand final here to complete this Sunday? Huge Super Sunday here at Blacktown. Comes back towards the line, nicely played at by the Rams. They work with some limited real estate. That's some classy work there, but fortunately just probably needed a couple of more centimetres. Molly just close to that boundary line to just keep the ball in, and they've got away with it with a boundary throw in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're at the crucial part of the game now. We're in the fourth quarter, and this is where things are going to get interesting, I think. There's only, the Magic are still in this, but the Rams are just proving that they're just that tad bit classier today, but who knows where this game's going to go.
It's the Rams trying to play it through the line. Nice high towering kick. Tap through to centre half forward, but here come the Magic. Nice work down towards centre half forward. Needed a contested mark there, but couldn't quite get it. Comes back, and the Rams just slow it down now. They bring it along centre wing, as you can see. Kicking down the field. Good mark, but good pressure from the Magic. Ooh, might get 50 here. No. Thought he went high there, the Magic player. And the ball's gone out of bounds, and that'll be interesting. Is it a deliberate? Ooh, again, another contentious call. It'll be a boundary throw-in, but, geez, maybe a shot for a high shot there and maybe a deliberate. But anyway, it's sort of gone in the favour a little bit of the Rams on both occasions. So the rub of the green goes their way. Comes back in field nicely. That's footy. Sometimes you get that call go your way and sometimes you don't. Comes back away for the Magic, but good hustle from the Rams to just try and hold up possession of the play. So can the Magic come back from this deficit of 16 points? We are about 3 minutes into this final term, so maybe around 17 minutes left in this game. The Magic trying to get contests here with the footy. Comes to lower the ground, socket along. The Rams just trying to get the footy. Plenty of bodies on the ball. And it'll go to ground, so the umpire will come in. You can hear the chants in the background of the Western Magic fans. They are certainly getting behind their boys here today. Interesting call here from the umpire. It's given the ball away to the Rams, so hard to really see what happened on that occasion. And now now the opportunity exists for the Rams. And it'll be number 16 in Ormond that has this shot. Wind has started to pick up just a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see if this plays any effect on this goal or attempt at goal. So Ormond now moves in. He swings around just ever so slightly, but he's hooked it. And he's got the behind, so that probably works in the favour a little bit more for the Magic there, Molly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said before, we're in the late stages of the game, and Magic would be absolutely cheering that the Rams made that mistake then and only got the 1 point instead of the 6.
So while you were talking there, the Rams have got possession of that footy. And now they will try and look for a goal here. So the Rams through Luke Cook have this chance just inside the arc. Moves, good shot. And has it got the legs? No, it hasn't. So again, another miss, Molly, and that's crucial. So if the Magic do in fact come back, well, they may rue those chances there, the Rams. Good kick down towards that centre wing position. Smart work from the Rams, but the slippery conditions sort of work against them a little bit, don't they? Comes back along the line. Good kick down towards that forward 50 position. Can't be taken the mark. Now the Magic have it, and they split it through the midfield. Ooh, difficult looking kick. Worked through the midfield. The Magic numbers are strong, but the handling, unfortunately, has let them down. Maybe a bit of dew on the footy. And the umpire will come in and just ball it up. $18 points the margin in favour of the Rams. So they'll move it inside that forward 50 position, but the Western Magic took a good mark there. They read that pretty well on that occasion. Good kick over to the far side, but it's into some open space. The bounce needs to favour the Magic if they're going to continue here, but it sort of helps out the Rams a little bit, but good hustle there from Core. Over the top he goes. Worked nicely. And comes across to the line. Now the Rams, they turn around. They move it through centre wing. And they try to bring it through the midfield, but it's taken there nicely by the Western Magic in Lelliot. Lelliot kicks it downfield, goes along centre wing, down towards centre half forward. Pushed over on that far side. Can they keep it in? Oh, just unfortunately ran out of room on that occasion. So, are the Magic still in this contest? Or with about 13 to play, will the Rams hold on for this win here tonight at Blacktown International Sports Park? And now the Magic try and feed it over on that far side, but some scrappy play sees the Sharon go out of bounds over the chalk. 56-33 in favour of the Rams. High long kick down towards the hot spot, punched away nicely. Couldn't take it, Barkley. Good clearance from the Rams. Kicks it over on that far side. Nicely worked through. Oh, interesting call here. It'll go to the Rams. So they're getting a lot of field position now. They kick it down towards forward 50. Tap nicely. Just outside the arc. Good talk. Will it bounce? Will it bounce? It's got the legs. It's got the players now, but the Western Magic. Good hustle from them. 2-on-1 attack. Prevents any further progression. Now the connectivity starts to work, but a good hit from the Rams. Ooh, interesting call. How will it go here? It's gone to the Rams. So a big hit there, Molly, and that might be a game changer here for the Magic.
Yeah, that was some good hustle there by the Magic, but just that, that big hit, and now the Rams have got the ball, and hopefully they can try and put another 6 on the board just to creep away from the Magic just that ever so slightly.
Laffin, kick is on its way. Ooh, touched on the line close. It's in the goal square. Picked up by the Rams. They try to get it through, but the pressure is brilliant there from the Western Magic. Now they try and clear it along centre wing. Ooh, poor handling has let them down a little bit. Now the Rams trying to socket her off the ground. Here come the Magic. Tried to pick it up off the ground. Good clearing kick, but it's gone straight into the guts of the Rams player, the number 3 in Pope. So Patrick Pope will kick it across the line. Nicely played out there. Beautifully worked there to the other Pope in Martin Pope. Pope kicks it high, long, down towards the forward 50 position. Tapped away by the Magic. Over the top it goes. Kick through the middle section. And now the Magic will control things at the back. So they'll try and bring it from down back to push it to probably almost that half-back position. They go over towards centre wing. It's a bounce that really favours the Rams, but now it favours the Magic as they bring it from half-back along centre wing position. Nicely. Plays it over on that far side. Good mark there from the 39 in Moller. Moller kicks it forward. And now the mark has been taken over on the far side and Barkley's got it. He needs a big torp to really put this through. Took it from, I reckon, just inside the arc. 40 out was the distance. And this will make things very interesting. If he can kick this, it'll bring the margin to 11 points. And we're midway through this final turn. As Barkley moves, kick is on its way. It's high, it's long. Oh, it was touched through on the line by a number of players and it's gone through for a behind. So now the margin 17 points in favour of the Rams. And now they have possession on that fullback line. Kicks it towards centre half forward, but they try to mark it and the Rams, oh, they've lost possession and now it's changed. Hasn't it what? So now an opportunity here for the Western Magic. And the 39 there in Moller. Ash Moller now has a chance to bring it within 11 with about, oh geez, I reckon about 11 to go. Moller's kick is on its way. Oh, he's kicked it wide. Oh, the pressure really starting to get into both sides here, Molly.
Yeah, it really is. And they've made that same mistake twice in a row now. Just not working in Western Magic's favour when they're in their arc.
So now it comes along the line. Picked up well by the Magic. Then got numbers, but they've just got to sing off the same hymn sheet. Kicks it inside forward 50. Couldn't be taken. Barkley's doing his best. Nicely worked there. And the 7 in Heath worked his way nicely. Isaac Heath. So interesting to see which way this will go. 16 points the margin in favour of the Rams. Goes away. Now the Magic try and clear it. Back towards that forward 50 position. But as you can see, the Rams are clearing it. They fly high. The Rams, they keep the possession going their way forward and down towards centre half forward. Down towards the boundary line. But the Magic work under enormous pressure and clear it. This is brilliant stuff from them on centre wing along the boundary line. But just as I say that, the Rams turn it over. And now they'll try and get possession. And they kick it towards midfield. So taken through the middle, nicely marked there. An uncontested mark. Play on is the call. Kicks it inside forward 50. But it goes back to the Magic. Now a burst through, but a good strip there from the Rams. Doesn't prevent it. Held back a little bit. Be interesting to see which way this goes. And it goes to the Rams. Thought maybe a player was held back there momentarily for the Magic. Not the case. 16 points the margin. Who's going to win this grand final here at Blacktown? Kicks it down towards forward 50 and a strong mark there from the Rams. And the man in the number 1 jumper, Mitch Stevens, who threaded the needle beautifully earlier in the day, Molly. In that third term, he now has another opportunity for the Rams. So he'll put the kick high, long towards the hot spot. Oh, geez, he's a fan of kicking it close to the goals. This occasion, it smacks off the post and goes through for a behind. So now the boys from the Western Magic, they'll try and move it up the line. They try and play it at that half-back position, but it's kicked back from the Rams. Nicely marked, played at by the Magic. They need to be quick here to get this ball clear. Holding the ball, is it? Is it? Ooh, interesting. Thought it was going to go for the holding call. Ball up takes place. Tapped away nicely. Magic try and get possession. Ooh, did well. They rush her behind. So the kicker on that occasion was James Devlin for the Rams, the number 4. So a chance now. Tries to go for the Rams. They lead by 18 points now. And we're probably in the last 6 minutes of the grand final. So this might be enough for the Rams to hold on. So they'll go from about 70 out. They kick down towards that hot spot. Rams trying to get that contest here. Swings it back around. Nice high towering kick from Devlin, who puts it high but not really long. And it's marked nicely there from the Western Magic. And the 16 in Beard will try and clear it for them. He does so nicely. A short little stubby kick across field. And they'll kick it across there to the 6 in Man. So Josh Mann will go along centre wing along the boundary line. It'll tap in the field of play. Did well to keep it in there, but it was just tapped over the top by Andrew Polkinghorn. And there'll be a boundary throw in on that far side. So 18 points the margin. I reckon at a good guess it'll be about 4.5 before full time, maybe 5. So the Magic, they're going to have to respond pretty quickly here if they've got any chance. They trail by 3 goals. 18 points the margin. And the ball goes out of bounds there again. Polkinghorn just trying his best to keep it in line. Of course, next Saturday, 3 grand finals. And then 4 grand finals on Sunday. So 7 more grand finals, which will make it 12 in 2 weekends. So 2 massive weekends in the Sydney AFL competition. Myself, John O'Farr, Molly Gray and Ben Eisenhuth will call all the action, plus a couple of special guests right across that weekend. Really looking forward to the action. Hope you can join us for the coverage of that one. Don't forget to head to the website, sydneyafl.com, for all the details on the second weekend of grand finals. It's tapped across nicely. Of course, it'll be here at Blacktown International Sports Park, and Core just watches the ball go out of bounds. Played a bit of a shepherding role just to try and prevent any further progression for the Rams. So it looks as though they might hold on here, Penrith. And we're about 17 gone in this final term. Taps away. They lead by 3 goals. Doesn't look like the Magic can do the double. Socketed off the ground. Nicely played at by the line. Heath gives the ball across field. And the Rams will play it just outside the arc. Barkley does his best to try and keep the ball in field, but can't do it on that occasion, and it goes out of bounds. So 58-40 in favour of the Rams. And deep into this 17th minute of this final term. Tapped away through the line. It's played at there by the Rams. They'll play it on the line. So they will just play it there and from the ball up. And they'll come back from that ball up. Good clearing kick there from the Rams. They fly high, the Magic. Try to get that contest. And the ball will go out of bounds. So 18 points the margin and 18 gone on the clock. So it looks as though the Rams here are going to hold on in this AFL Sydney Grand Final. Unfortunately, the Magic don't look as though they're doing the to the double here on grand final day. But now there's some hope. Good high torp kick down towards goal, but he's missed it. And the Magic just spray it wide. It's the 18 there and Jack Schwartz who's kicked it wide. So they just reduced the margin by 17 points. And now the clearing kick for the Rams. They're just trying to push it towards that half-back position. Along centre wing it goes. Bounces a couple of times. Played at nicely by the Western Magic. And Core will see it go out of bounds. So, big chant from the Rams. You can probably hear that in the background. They are well and truly behind their boys here. Siren sounds. Well, sometimes in footy, the luck goes your way. Sometimes it doesn't. The hope for the double for the Western Magic, unfortunately, won't happen today. But a superb performance from the Western Magic, but an even better one from the Penrith Rams. They hold on. Final score in this grand final, 8-10-58 to the Western Magic, 6-5-41. This game really had everything, but in the end, the Rams did enough, Molly Gray, just to hold on to that lead. They win by 17.
Yeah, didn't they? They put points on the board early in the game and they managed to stay ahead of the Western Magic throughout the entire game. And it was such an even game the whole way through. But I think it was just at the end of that third quarter and the entire fourth quarter where the Rams really just started to insert themselves in and really dominate those quarters as well. So credit to them. They did absolutely amazingly, but we do have to pay a special mention to Western Magic, though, because they fought the entire way through that whole game. So well done to both sides. That was a great grand final.
Yeah, it's been a superb day for footy here. 5 grand finals in total. The Western Magic, they started the day with their win. Of course, it just went on from there. Pennant Hills, of course, picking up another win for their grand final. And, of course, the Bulldogs, they were brilliant, weren't they, against the Bombers here today. The game earlier between Macquarie University and Southern Power went the way of the Southern Power. They managed to hold on there to their lead. And, well, in this game between the Western Magic and the Penrith Rams, the Rams have done that. So they win this grand final, as I said, by 17 points. A couple of people to thank, of course, Dean Lee from AFL Sydney. A big thank you to all the work that you've done right across the week to get the broadcast team and the media team ready with all the paperwork. A big shout out to Leighton Core for doing all the homework, all the notes. That is such a big help for commentators, especially coming into an environment when you haven't seen a lot of this competition right across the year. And the pictures that you've seen for, I don't know how many hours, probably 10 or 11, I'm going to take a guess at, maybe 12. They're all courtesy of Red Onion Creative. So a big thank you to Alex and the team there. A job well done right across the day. My name is John O'Farr. On behalf of Molly Gray, thank you very much for your company here on this Super Sunday at Blacktown International Sports Park. 5 grand finals down, 7 still to come. It all starts from 10 a.m. Saturday morning next week here at Blacktown International Sports Park. We have 3 grand finals there, and then Sunday, 24 hours later, we have another 4 grand finals to come. So 7 grand finals still to come. We hope you've enjoyed the first 5. Until then, it's good night from Blacktown International Sports Park.
Blacktown Division Grand Final between the 2 top sides of the 2018 season, Western Magic and Penrith Rams. Penrith came out on top tonight, well-deserved grand final win, but Western Magic having come through this competition final win to the grand final. Sorry to deserve this spot. Congratulations to you guys. Played a tough game. Unfortunately, we weren't quite in tonight. I'd now like to award the best and fairest, the best and fairest tonight. Now we're joined on stage by Minister for Western Sydney, Minister for Sport, Minister for Western Sydney, Minister for Sport, First on ground tonight goes to number 38, Jaden Stevens from Penrith. So I now call on Western Magic's captain, going to say a few words about the state of the game tonight.
First of all, just like the umpires, for doing what they do every single week. We wouldn't have a game if it wasn't the umpires, so thank you so much for us for doing every week. Along those lines, again, AFL Sydney, we run a really good competition. Thank you so much for doing this. The comp every single week, putting us on the series like this for the grand final. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much, AFL Sydney. Look, the beauty about our game is it all comes down to one game. Comes down to one match, and well done to Penrith for winning it all tonight. Nate, you and your squad pushed us every single time we've played here, and tonight was no different. You've been moving the ball forward, and the pressure shift up for us tonight. And we thank you so much for the fight you put in to us every single time we played here. And congratulations on your start of this game. Right, boys, one hell of a year. As I said over there before, it's been an absolute pleasure to play amongst you every single week. To rock up to training Tuesday and Thursday night and Tuesday night with some of the best mates. Jack Schwartz, you brought so much professionalism to this club. We owe you so much, and we want to say thank you so much for everything you put in the last 3 years. Ashmo, again, thank you so much for your service. It's been amazing career you've had, so thank you so much. And boys, I know I'll be standing here next year, but I hope it'll be a different circumstance. Let's go for the next year.
Thank you. Now I'd like to call on the winning captain from Penrith, number 46, Nathan Wright. To receive his medal. And then give us a little bit of commentary about your
Firstly, thanks Magic for a great game. You guys are leaders all year, had a great season, still lost the season. Unfortunately, one was today, please. I'd just like to let you guys know that as much as we don't agree out here, off the field, I have a lot of respect for your club and what you've done, where you're going. So thank you for a great game. Just to get out the umpires, thanks for putting on a great day. We don't always agree with the umpires either out there, and I'm not the greatest example of that. But yeah, thanks for putting on a day for us as well. We can't have a game without you guys, so thank you. And, thanks everyone for coming out to watch us today, especially the tier section that was over here. You guys, there's a massive difference. And last thing to this club, not one team, this whole club. I've thought about this moment since I was a kid, and I can't put into words what you mean to everyone in this team. Like everyone means to each other. Yeah. I love all you guys, and we've just got one more thing to do. We're going to go to OGs and we're going to tear that place apart.
Now can I call on Penrith players to come up and receive their friendship medallion from Stuart Ayres. There he goes. Number 1, Mitchell Stevens. Number 2, Tom McNamara. Number 3, Patrick Pope. Number 4, James Devlin. Number 5, Ben McGovern. Philip Orton. Number 18, Darren Hartley. 21, Josh and Mrs. Number 23, Philip Hartney. Number 26, Matt Layton. Number 27, Tim Cummins. Number 31, Chris Nolan. Number 34, Tom Noble. Number 35, Braden Wilson. Number 38, Jaden Stevens. Number 39, Daniel Smith. Number 44, Luke Cook. And the coach, Kevin Kirk. And Jack Taylor. Can I also call on Greg Corliss and John Ricks to come up and accept the Premiership Cup. Is John in? The captain, Nathan, over there, please. Platinum Division champions.